Okay, this is how to make sauerkraut. So we've gone out to the farm, the field. We've got one of Josh's beautiful white cabbages, and we've got a handful of veggies from Venetia. So we've got some carrots, a little purple carrot here, and a beetroot. First of all, you want to peel off the outer leaves. The really, really gnarly ones, I'd just discard. Give them to the worms or compost them. So peel a couple of these puppies off, like so. And then once you get down to where it's clean, I'll just keep this, set it aside, and we're going to use that to pop on top of our sauerkraut, which will push the cabbage beneath the brine. You'll get what I'm talking about later. Now we're going to cut him in half. Like so. Take out your root. So we could do the whole lot, but I'm just going to do a quarter just to demonstrate, because we've got Jeff up some step ladders to the side of me, and it's pretty scary. Right, so slice up your cabbage. I like to go yay thick, so it's still nice and crunchy, but you can go as thin as you like if that's what you like. Sorry, I'm not saying like something. So cut your cabbage up. I like to go sort of yay, sort of about 4 or 5 mil thick, so it still keeps its crunch. Cut it down like so. Alright, then you want a big bowl, cabbage into your bowl, and then next you want some salt. So I have here, this is a fantastic product, it's the 3 Blue Ducks rosemary salt, but you can just use plain salt if you like. So this is Olsen salts and some dried rosemary, so a good pinch. So next you're going to mix in the salt and very sort of gently crush the cabbage. That's going to break down the cells of the cabbage and release its liquid, which will become the brine, which will ferment our kraut in. Alright, so I'm tossing the salt through the cabbage. So it's had a good couple of decent pinches. And you can just see it starting to kind of go a little bit translucent. And you can see very, very slowly it's starting to release its liquid. It will take sort of 4 to 5 minutes for the salt to do its thing. Okay, so this has had now a couple of minutes. As you can see, if you just give it a gentle squeeze, you can see all of that juice. So the natural juices from the cabbage released because of the water breaking down the cells and are sort of massaging it. It wants to taste, I suppose, like nicely seasoned. You can measure it out if you like. I do it to taste, so that's like a good couple of pinches. It should taste like kind of like seawater. So it's usually around sort of 3% salt. Once you're happy with that, you'll add your veggies, like so. So our beautiful beets and carrots. And at this stage now, you could add some spices. So you could flavour this with whatever you like. So classically you'd add like some thyme, or juniper's really nice, maybe a little bit of cinnamon, star anise. But definitely go easy on the flavouring, because the fermentation process will really, really draw out every little bit of flavour from each spice, and sometimes you can kind of overpower it, so bear that in mind. Next, get yourself a jar, and then you want to fill it. Right, a bit of cabbage, lid on, like so. So that's the first stage of making sauerkraut. Next, you just need to ferment it, which is super easy. So this is going to take about 4 or 5 days to ferment. You're going to leave it outside on the kitchen table at room temperature. Every day I'm going to get up, carefully unscrew the lid, which is kind of essentially burping it. It's going to like release its carbon dioxide, and then give it a little taste. And once it's fermented to your liking, so it'll kind of go a little bit sour and I suppose like alive, pop it in the fridge, which will slow down the fermentation process. That's it. That's how to make sauerkraut with cabbage, farm beets and carrots.